My name is Harrison Biswas. Happy Sunday, MegaCon 2011.
Whoa, not you, Rick.
Hi there, Brian Zazzara.
Brian? All right.
And I'm Jeffrey Breslauer.
We're the last line of defense against these criminals. Without us, the city is lost.
You don't know this man the way I do.
Commissioner. You're dead. I don't want to go into a whole existentialist thing here, but denial is a pretty poor defense strategy.
We'll deal with the bat if he shows up.
You want to do what?
I'm just trying to spare the force further suspect of corruption. Discretion is a virtue you lack.
So, you disabled my police force, invited a terrorist attack, and now you're kidnapping me against my better judgment? Have you informed the mayor about this?
No. Wes, really? Yes. Stop talking.
We're going to keep the mayor out of this one. You want the bat? McGinnis is the perfect bait.
Are we gonna talk about this? Are we gonna do this?
First me down, you!
Terry, respond! Oh my God.
Okay, right.
I think I'll cut a frown in you.
Let's talk about this project you guys have going. This is the second film you guys have.
That's right. This is the sequel to the 2007 internet film Batman Beyond, titled Batman Beyond Orchestrated Crisis.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love that.
What was I telling you that what I would like to see is a Batman Beyond movie a couple days ago there, Lewis?
Yeah.
I mean, this is that's the one Batman film that I want to see after they finish the current movie series they have now with Nolan and Bale. But how do you guys come up with a concept for this movie? What sparked this interest in making this movie?
Oh, here's this story all over again. Well, first of all due respect to the fine work that Mr. Nolan is doing, and I wish he would do 10 of them. I mean, he's doing a great job. But it all started back in the year of 2000. And at the time, or actually 1999, when Warner Brothers was toying around with the idea of making a live-action motion picture based on the popular Emmy Award-winning animated series. So there was a sort of a movement. It started with a script development from co-creator Paul Dini. They even hired a director, Boaz Yankin, who's best known for Remember the Titans. And unfortunately, the project didn't materialize, but I had already the moment I heard that they wanted to look for Terry McGinnis for the role, or an actor for the role of Terry McGinnis, I couldn't wait. I got an agent, I went out, I made material, and then I was pretty much disappointed when it wasn't going to happen. And then fate stepped in, and back in 2003 in Chicago at the Wizard Convention, I happened to have a chance meeting with co-creator Paul Dini. And he explained to me that what happened with creative differences, and the studio wanted to regenerate Bruce Wayne before jumping into Terry McGinnis. But it was in my heart, and it was in his heart, and we both agreed this should be made, and someone should make it, and you're the guy, and do it. And from that point on, we made our first film, which hit the internet in 2007, Batman Beyond Ultimate Vengeance, which can be seen at website projectbeonline.com. And simply because of the fans, because of the positive feedback, the response, and everything that everyone said, we were inspired to do another one. And furthermore, it was another excuse to work with my dear friend Jeff Breslauer to get his dream role as a certain villain, which I'd rather let him talk about than me. And so that's what it's about. It's about the fact that I'm a fan, and really, if the fans want it, I want to give it to them. I like getting paid too, but hey, if they want it, I want to give it to them.
I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool. We were talking about it off air, and it's funny because we were talking about the Mortal Kombat new movie coming out,
right?
And this is something that if it's done really, really well, I mean, the studios could see this.
It's a new phenomenon. Yeah. It's like they test it out on the internet.
Testing waters now.
Somehow it gets picked up. That.
Oh man, I love Batman Beyond.
Yeah, Batman Beyond was an awesome cartoon, and now they're making the web series. That's fat.
what's your role in
Well, as a matter of fact, I got contacted by Harrison.
Okay.
Now, Harrison, Brian, and I have already worked together. We worked together on another film called Doctor Who: A Survivor's Triangle.
Okay.
And it was written by John Reed Adams, who plays the Doctor. He plays the 13th Doctor.
Okay.
So it's not part of the canon. And I wind up playing the Master.
Cool.
Now, when I first met Harrison and Brian, Harrison learned that I am the voice of the Joker at Six Flags across America.
Oh, okay.
When you see the stunt show, the Batman stunt show, it's stunt people dressed up as the Batman characters, and they're lip syncing to a pre-recorded track, sort of like what they do at Disney.
Right.
And this way it keeps the show on an even schedule and everything is consistent. Well, if you listen to the track, I'm the voice of the Joker.
Oh, okay.
And if the Joker isn't in that particular show, then it's I'm 4 of the Riddler's henchmen.
Oh, okay. Cool. You're a voiceover actor.
Yeah, so I've woken up beside myself on many a morning.
Can you give us a little Joker?
Yes. Well, as a matter of fact, in the Ohio show, now when I got this job for Six Flags, the penultimate Joker sound at the time was Mark Hamill's from the animated series.
Animated, yeah.
So what I did was I took that as a starting point and I added a bit of me into it. So in the Ohio show, for example, the Joker and Mr. Freeze are having a disagreement about how to get rid of Batman and Robin. And the Joker finally says, "Why must it always be something cold, Freeze? Why can't it be something hot for a change, like acid?"
That's cool.
That is awesome.
You just got the entire attendance out here to just gape at you now. Well, everyone,
you just made a lot of nerds happy around here, let me tell you.
Now, what's interesting is when Harrison wanted me to do the Joker, what he wanted was something a little bit more contemporary, because what had just come out but The Dark Knight.
Right.
And the scarily amazing performance of Heath Ledger. He took the Joker to redefined it, took it to a whole different level. If you see any Joker in here, any in costume,
it's all Heath Ledger.
It's all the Heath Ledger Joker, except for one, the one with the mask on.
Yeah, the long chin.
Yeah, but other than that, it's all Heath Ledger. So Harrison and Brian wanted to keep in the same universe. So since Batman is like 40 years in the future, 35, 40 years in the future, so the Heath Ledger Joker 40 years in the future. And that's what they wanted. So what I basically did is terrorize Commissioner Barbara Gordon by saying, "It's these scars, isn't it? You want to know how I got these scars?" And I would tell her all the different ways that I got these scars.
That's pretty damn good.
So it's,
That's awesome.
But it's just the energy. I think I am the only professional actor who has ever done 2 completely different versions of the Joker. Funny story. When I was hired to do the New Jersey Six Flags, usually when you're doing voiceovers, and you guys in radio know this, you're put into a little phone booth.
Right.
With the music stand, with the script, and the headphones and the mic.
Right.
They brought me to a place called Stark Studios. Now, this is for the New Jersey show. Stark Studios, funny, we're right opposite the official vehicle of S.H.I.E.L.D. And they took me to Stark Studios.
And Stark Studios.
Stark Studios, yeah. I'm just geeking all over the place.
Completely.
Yeah, so they brought me into a room about the size of this entire lobby area.
Right.
And in the middle of the floor was the music stand with the mic, and I'm looking around.
You're like, holy cow, the acoustics in here are going to be crazy.
Yeah, no phone booth here.
Nothing.
So I go up to the mic, and they're talking to me through the TD board, and they say, "Okay, Jeff, for this show in New Jersey, we don't want the regular Joker. We don't want Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Mark Hamill. We want the Joker's voice to sound more like you.
Okay.
And I'm looking around and I say into the microphone, it's kind of interesting that you say that, because here I am in the middle of this room and I'm saying to myself, nice place you got here. Lots of space. And they're looking at me, their eyes turn into Bart Simpson eyes, and they're saying, don't do that. He wouldn't like it.
Who's your favorite Joker of all of them throughout history? Which is your favorite one? Would it be the Heath Ledger? Or?
Heath Ledger just completely stunned me.
Yeah.
As far as, you see, each one of them have something that they brought. Cesar Romero created the laugh.
Right, yep.
Created that. He created that laugh. Jack Nicholson brought it in. And Jack Nicholson, what kind of a world do we live in where a man dressed as a bat gets all of my press? This town needs an enema. I mean, he brought
That's awesome.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill, on the other hand, was a maniac in his own way.
Yep.
Now, here's a couple of little side notes. You just had James Hampton as a guest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, James and I did a movie together. We did Police Academy 5 together.
That's right. He was
the mayor of Miami Beach.
That's right, yeah.
I was the news photographer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Assignment Miami Beach.
Yeah. Now, James, also, one of his close friends is Larry Storch.
Okay.
From F Troop.
Right, yes.
Did you know that in the 1970s, for the Super Friends, remember the cartoons?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Larry Storch was the voice of the Joker.
I did not know that. Really?
Wow, 9 degrees of separation.
Yeah. So Larry and I've spoken to Larry about this. Larry and I share that character. Yeah.
That's cool. I did not know that. That is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. And I agree, Heath Ledger redefined that role. Yes.
Heath Ledger took the entire concept of the character and sucked it into reality.
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons is because he put the makeup on. It's not falling into a vat of acid at the Monarch playing card company and becoming the Joker. He put that on. And just by seeing something like that, it's grounded in reality. And you can see psychopaths like that.
Yeah, you made it more realistic.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that made it more
realistic.
dangerous and more scary.
Not only realistic, but you didn't actually see any of the violence, but you knew it was there.
Yeah.
And that pencil trick,
the magic trick,
was brilliant.
But also, one other thing.
Trick for you.
One other thing with the, want to see me make a pencil disappear?
Yeah.
But, ta-da! One other thing is you never find out the Joker's name.
That's
Just like in the comic books.
Right, yeah.
Jack Napier was created for Jack Nicholson.
That's right, yeah.
Right.
Well, there was a couple of things in the original Batman movie that I didn't like. For example, him killing Bruce Wayne's parents. Yeah, I wasn't too happy with that whole, thing. They did the original Batman movie, while great, and, at his time, they did get a few of the characteristics wrong, which Nolan, thankfully corrected.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a big stretch naming the character Jack.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, right. And it's a shame that Jack Palance's character wasn't named Joe Chill.
Yes. Yeah. That would have been great.
Because he would have been a great Joe Chill.
Yes. Yeah. Indeed.
Well,
definitely.
let's be honest about something. When it comes to a character like Batman after 75 years, everyone's right, and yet it's different.
Yeah, that's true.
No matter how much you get something accurate about the interpretation, it's always going to be wrong somehow. But the good news is that that's what makes it so fascinating.
Well, it's a character that's going to continue on being rebooted, reincarnation.
I like how Dan DiDio said that Batman is a character that's made of diamond. It may fade every now and again, but it's never going to go away. It's never going to lose its value.
Yeah.
But that even when we make our films and when we watch our films, I'm like, Batman wouldn't do that, or the Joker wouldn't do that, or they got that so right.
Yep.
But sometimes it's been 75 years that DC's been around, and you just got to say, hey, this is the way they're going to go. go this time around, and
Yep.
can't keep giving us the same stuff.
Exactly.
So,
God bless Bob Kane for creating the characters.
oh, yeah. And all the great, all
the DC Universe characters.
Bob Phil Finger, and
Bob Kane
They
and
just kept it going, Everybody added a little bit to it and just made it so much better. That's
Guys,
what's cool about Batman.
It's great having you guys on here. Give us the website address so we could promote the movie.
It's projectbonline.com.
ProjectBOnline.com.
And also, we're going to be doing a panel here at MegaCon, 1:30 to 2:30, in room 230 C and D.
Awesome. Everybody check that out if you're at MegaCon.
Everybody walking around MegaCon right now.
Just one more plug on the website.
Go for it.
We also have all the trailers and such up on Daily Motion. We'll eventually have the original film and the new film on there.
Cool.
So dailymotion.com/LongshotENT. Longshot Entertainment's our production label.
You got anything, Joe?
If you like what you saw, you can watch the current film, which is Batman Beyond Ultimate Vengeance, which you can screen or download on Project B Online. And if you still don't get enough, watch our other film, Doctor Who or Survivor's Triangle, which we are all involved in. And if that's not enough, okay, at this point, now I need to get paid to give you more, but otherwise. But we love to keep our fans entertained.
Yes, you guys are doing great work, man. Keep it up.
Thank you, South Florida Radio.
There you go, South Florida Radio.
Yeah, thank you.
Real
Thank you so much for being here, boss.
No, I just wanted to say, I wish you guys much success. And if for some crazy reason this doesn't work out, you guys can always start your own law firm.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
So we're gonna go on break right now, but it'd be great if going on break you can do as a Joker. You're listening to the Powwow on SoFloRadio.com.
Yes.
You are listening to the Powwow on SouthFloridaRadio.com.
Why bother listening to those other douchebags while we've got everything you need right here? SoFloRadio.com. Radio you've missed.